Today, we're going to be ranking the best chest exercises from S tier all the way down to D tier.
I wasn't going to make individual exercise tier lists because I know they've been done a million times, but you guys keep begging for it. So here it is. We're going to start with the chest because my chest is bulbous and my strong point. So the first one is barbell bench press. This is the exercise of the gym. I mean, I think most people, when they think of the gym, the first thing they think of is bench press. And it's what you get asked. What's your bench, bro?
So we're going to be ranking these in terms of a couple factors, right? How much size do they put on? What's the risk of injury? How enjoyable they are? How easy they are to progressive overload? I think this is a great one. I think it's a fundamental exercise that everyone should be doing in the gym. I personally don't do them because of my shoulder. I think dumbbells are better.
You can't get as much range of motion compared to dumbbells as well. I would love to put it into S tier, but I'm going to have to put it in A tier.
Next, we have cable flies. Now, I know a lot of people don't have access to gyms where they can grab two individual cables, but I think this is a phenomenal exercise.
Yeah, there's not much to fault it because you can set it at any height, do any angle. The only fault you can have is stability because your back's not against anything. So if this were to be seated, it would be slightly better. Now, I'm not a fucking science-based lifter that wants to stabilize everything. Okay, I'm just getting that out of the water. However, I do think it is slightly unstable because when you do lift the weight to what you really can push yourself with, I noticed
resistance.
I'm using a lot of my core. So I'm going to put it into A tier though. It's still great.
Next, we have machine press. I believe if you find the right machine, this is heavily slept on. I think machine presses are great.
Yeah, this is really heavy on finding the right machine though. I didn't touch machine presses at my gym until they brought a new one in and I really sussed it out and it became literally my favorite chest exercise to do and my chest has really started to like build up strength real quick. Now this is assuming that you can get good depth on the machine. You can get a good squeeze at the end. It's naturally in line. I can't think of a reason not to put it into S tier.
Yeah, I mean, constant tension, range of motion, you can adjust the seat depending on the angle. Yeah, I mean, if you can't fault it, you can't not put it in S tier. Next, we have decline barbell bench. I think this is pretty stupid to incorporate into your actual training routine for the main fact that most guys have like very good lower chests and it's mainly just the upper chest you want to build in terms of aesthetics.
I mean, even just performing the exercise is a death trap.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking scare me, bro. I know some people like to do it because they can lift a lot of weight, obviously. I'm just gonna put this into D tier. There's literally no reason to include this when you have a limited selection of exercises to go with. And then straight after that, we've got decline dumbbell press. Now, obviously, I've got to put it up a little bit because you've switched to dumbbells, so you've increased the range of motion, but nothing more to be said, really. I got to put it in the C tier.
Now we have flat dumbbell bench press. Now, I do think this is slightly above the barbell just because you get more range of motion. I think a lot of people just don't want to do them because they're hard to do, right? They kind of suck a little bit, but I fucking love just lugging around some dumbbells, picking them up, really pushing yourself. I just find it super hype.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it being flat is I literally feel like I'm about to fall backwards off the bench and it doesn't target your upper chest as much, so I can't put it into S tier, but it's going to go into A. Next, we've got incline barbell bench. Now, I know we've been raving on about incline movements this whole time and everyone needs to build their upper chest, but I'm just not a fan of incline barbell bench. Now, I know that's not a popular opinion, but it just doesn't feel good with my shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably just me personally, but
That's actually feel horrible on my shoulder.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do a barbell, just do flat and just, you know, get the weights up on that. I'll probably just put it into B tier. That's going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm well aware of that too.
And then we've got incline dumbbell bench. Now, this is probably my favorite exercise for chest in general. And I feel like all the goats agree. It's just such a good exercise. Like, you've got the range of motion, you've got the slight incline. I only like a little bit of an incline. It's easy to progressive overload. It feels stable. I mean, there's nothing to really fault about a press. I mean, I know the science-based guys don't like presses and they love to just do flies, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, there's nothing better than just getting some heavy ass weights onto your knees and then lifting them up and just going crazy. I'll probably put it into S tier, to be honest. Next, we have the pec deck or machine flies.
Yeah, I'd say these are very on par with cables. I was a huge cable guy at the start. Then I switched to machine and I prefer machine, but potato, like, I feel pretty much the same with both. The machine is obviously more stable, but it can be a little bit more unforgiving on your joints. I'm going to put it the same as cable flies in A tier.
Yeah.
And if you guys want the full workout plans with all the best exercises, even with diet plans, we've got over 100 modules in there now. Actually, if you're watching this video and you see that the Skool is still $9, fucking jump on it now because we are actually going to raise it because we're completely rehauling the whole thing and it will stay at that price if you join now.
So that'll be the first link in the description. It's not going to be that price forever because we are getting robbed.
Next, we have push-ups. Now, as a beginner exercise, if you really lack strength, these are great. It's like the gateway drug to the gym. This is what I was doing before I joined the gym, was just body weight stuff. However, you will get to a point fairly quickly actually where you can do 25, 30, 40, 50 push-ups in a row, which it's just not optimal. I mean, your cardio becomes the bottleneck at that point.
Yeah, I think it is a pretty based exercise though. If you can just go down and whip out a bunch of push-ups, that's sick. But I mean, if you do heavy bench press, you're going to be able to do push-ups anytime as well. Like you can't really progressive overload unless you've got someone sitting on your back or you put weight plates on your back. But if you're at home, man, this is all you can do. I mean, it's a great exercise realistically.
I'll put it into B tier.
Yeah.
Of versatility. And finally, we have flat Smith machine bench press.
Yeah, this varies a lot on the actual Smith machine in question. Like, is it greased? Is it like a good actual machine? If it is, then I think this is a great exercise. You know, sure, why not? I don't know why realistically you would do this over a normal bench press, but some guys love it. They swear by it.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the extra stability, I guess, in the fact that it can only go up and down. And some Smith machines are amazing, actually. They have a slight little angle to really help with the bar path. I know personally me, I've never been a huge fan. I mean, logically thinking about it, yeah, it is a pretty good exercise. However, I find it's just like a suboptimal version of a machine press. If it was an incline, I'd put it into A tier. I'm an absolute incline lover, so I'm just going to put it into B tier.
Yep. And that's it, guys. Let us know what you thought of that ranking, if you would reorder it. At the end of the day, a lot of it is actually just personal preference. Like I say in a lot of videos, you've got like two different bodybuilders standing on stage right next to each other, and their workouts are completely different, from the rep ranges to the machines they use to their whole mentality, okay? And their biceps measure a couple millimeters different.
Yeah, and I mean, this is why even in our coaching program, I'll never force someone to do a certain exercise because it's so subjective. It depends on the person massively. And this is also why I kind of hate these huge debates online about specific exercises and which one's more optimal. And you should do this one specific science-based movement when people's bodies are completely different. Like my shoulder will tear in half on some of the exercises that other people swear by. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna hit the chest pretty well on most of the exercises. I'd say there's way bigger variables than the exercises you're doing, like diet, like if you're injecting steroids, like your genetics, like frequency, intensity, and overall training volume.
That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go to that first link in the description to join the Skool community. It's got all of these guys, the guys that are serious about fitness, changing their lives and transforming their physiques inside there. Not only that, you can talk directly to us. Appreciate watching the video, and I'll catch yous in the next one. Peace.